Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad. We can finally see Chris Burgess's face.
Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. Don't put my name in there.
Rocco and Andrew Rocco. We got the brothers on the bottom.
The Rocco too. That's what they called us in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Those two rocks. That's what they'd say when we walked by.
Between a rock and a rock place.
Oh yeah, that was.
How's your guys' day going?
I didn't sleep last night, and then I went to work, and I'm pretty sure I was still drunk at work because I was singing Dixie and just rambling incoherently, according to Jake, for a while.
That's usually what you do anyway when you go to work.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? How was your day?
Oh, it was fine. I'm just getting ready to leave this fucking apartment so I don't have to worry about water leaking anymore.
The ceiling's leaking. It's weird.
So I'm waiting to see it start leaking again. I'll take you guys on an adventure.
What about you, Andrew? How was your day?
Yeah, how was your day?
Bad.
Why?
Brecky, I had a physical done for my new job. What else did I do?
Did you have finger in the butt?
What? Did I what?
Did you touch your balls?
No, it was a lady.
Did she touch your balls?
No, but she made me like bend down and
She put her finger in your butt?
and breathe. No. It was really easy, and then they had me hold a piece of paper and read numbers, pretty much. Make sure my brain's working.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't that old.
Yeah. Last time I got a physical, the doctor didn't kiss my penis at the end, and I was really upset. It's like
Chris, I told you, it's not the back alley anymore. That doesn't happen at a regular doctor.
Like, I was like, Dr. Garishi, come on.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta kiss my penis.
Well, anyway,
All he did was
you guys hear about Oklahoma?
Jesus Christ.
No.
Chad and his conspiracy shit again.
Well, let me tell you, Oklahoma is passing a Bigfoot hunting season.
Terrible. Oh, it's from Fox. Nope, canceled.
Or you want me to get a different news site that talks about it?
I don't. Who gives a shit?
Like,
People are so
why would they
fucking
call
weak
him an
about it.
idiot? Who fucking cares? He's just having fun.
Well, the funny
Who,
thing,
Bigfoot or
Both of them. The guy who passed the bill and Bigfoot. Like, fuck it.
well, the best
Bigfoot's
thing
just-
about this is everybody was like, "Oh my God, you want us to hunt Bigfoot?" And he's like, "No, we will not be killing Bigfoot.
we just
We will
want to
be
catch him.
capturing him. You cannot
Okay,
kill
so
Bigfoot.
So he legit cares about Bigfoot and he just wants to meet him. That's fine.
He wants to be his pal."
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh when someone gets shot, like dressed as Bigfoot, which is a huge lawsuit.
Well, I got the gorilla costume in my closet. I can put
That's
it
what
around.
I mean. That's
Just
just
run
asking
through the
for,
woods and see what happens.
Well, Chris,
Going
is
on a
big
road trip, boys.
enough. You're tall. Why don't you be Bigfoot, Chris?
No, you couldn't pay me enough.
I would. Dude, do you remember when that guy, like before he died, he came out and said it was all a hoax? And he showed like the feet he would wear when he would go walking through the woods and shit. What an asshole.
Well, you're just gonna give Bigfoot an orange vest and he won't get shot.
That's so because that. So if you guys were hiking through the woods and you stumbled upon a Bigfoot with like a broken leg, would you help him?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
wouldn't.
I'm trying to communicate first.
Wouldn't you?
What if he, like, when you walked up to him to be like, "Hey there, little fella," he stuck his hands out and like opened them up and he had a red pill and a blue pill in each hand and said, "Which do you take?" Would you take either? If
Probably.
if
I've been very
Bigfoot
good
tried to
questions
red pill you,
that
would you?
much.
No. That's probably
Would you
why I got
take the
there in
pill?
the first place.
I would take the red pill for sure.
Of course, you would take the red pill. Which pill does he take in the Matrix? The blue one?
Red pill.
Does he?
Yeah, red pill. You wake up and you fucking figure out. That's why they call it red pilling when people. But
I
what
don't
if?
believe in pills? If
what
you had,
if-
like a nice crystal that would like cleanse my chakras? Maybe.
Yeah, but okay, so let's say you say like, "Hey, do you have any crystals?" What if Bigfoot looked at you, screamed, and went, "You can talk," and then trying to get away as fast as he could with his little broken leg, and he's fucking like his eyes like widen, and he screams in fear because you can talk. Would you tell anybody that happened?
I'd probably,
I'd probably
just
tell you.
sit in silence for a while, think about what happened. I would be able to tell
Contemplate
you.
life.
I just probably just keep walking after him, be like, "Where are you going? You can't get away with a broken leg.
You would chase the injured Sasquatch through the woods.
Get back here! I want to be your friend." Would you make friends with the Bigfoot, Chris?
No, I just leave the fucker alone. It's probably some homeless dude, hasn't had a shower or a bath in a
Homeless
while.
guy.
Just leave the guy alone. Let him do whatever he's got to do. Stop pestering the old man.
I would monetize Sasquatch, take him
Well,
on a tour and make money off him.
just split the
like-
profits with him 50-50.
No, I would like put him in a cage and let kids throw stuff at him.
Oh, God. This is why we can't have nice things.
And I want you guys to see like a sad, emaciated Sasquatch like in the corner of a cage
If
covered
he's
in
out
his
there
own
listening
feces.
somewhere, he's definitely gonna stay hidden now. Good job.
Dude, he's definitely listening to this
Yeah,
podcast.
he's like, oh fuck, this is why I've been hiding.
I would just put him on the show, and we'd be big stars on YouTube.
hmm
Then we
No.
make all that YouTube money.
Every fucking conspiracy theorist on the planet would be like, oh, that's not Bigfoot. It's a guy in an outfit.
That's why we take him on tour in a cage. We like spray him with a hose and shit and be like, look at him, look at him. We're like
We put
spraying him with a
Chris
hose.
Rocco in the cage, and then we let Bigfoot drag the cage around. How about that?
What would you do if you went to the zoo, right? And like, and you're looking at the snow leopards, and then like a zookeeper just walks into the cage and starts spraying the snow leopard with a garden hose, like mean, like he's got it backed in the corner. He's just, would you say anything? Would you be like, is this supposed to happen?
You'd have to
Well,
hope
they
the
just
snow
start doing
leopard would
that.
like kill him.
They had to do that, Roger Williams. Every time you go there, the animals don't do anything; they just hide.
Yeah,
So
well,
you
they're
need to
all
get
like,
them to
bad
go be
animals.
like, "Do something, animal!"
They're all geriatric or wounded. Or
yeah, they're all like mentally retarded or physically
they're
disabled.
like, why won't the eagles fly? Ah, you clip their wings. Like, no, they're whacked by fucking trucks. You
It's
Trucks
like
and
we're trying to
cars.
make sure they're still alive.
Dude, they have no camels at the zoo anymore. The last camel died, and they don't do camel tours anymore.
I mean, that's probably a good thing. It got to
No,
like
man.
fucking
Camels
20 degrees.
Awesome. They can regulate their body temperature by 10 degrees. So if it's
Yeah.
too hot, they can cool themselves down. If it's too cold, they can warm themselves up. I used to work.
Question him about camels.
I fucking love camels.
dromedary and binary camels. Was it the one hump ones or dicks? Right? Isn't that what? It is?
Yeah, dromedary are
No,
no
the two
dromedary
hump.
are the workhorses, and Bactrian are the assholes.
They had a fucking that giraffe that they got like 4 or 5 years ago died already due to like intestinal problems. Like, oh gee, I wonder.
That
why
means it
that
like laid
happened.
down and rolled over or something and flipped its digestive tract.
Not eating it.
That's what happened to Jewel.
Its stomach ended up in its throat.
Um,
Oh my
fucking. They also got new wool. Why are we talking about the zoo? I don't fucking care about the zoo.
Oh,
no.
apparently you
Sorry,
do, because you know
Bigfoot
all
and
about
went to the
fucking
zoo.
camels.
I used
Me
to
and
be,
him both worked at the zoo. I gotta say, working at the zoo was so much fun when it was fun. But like
you don't even know
anytime
when it was.
Yeah.
Fun. It was.
It was fun when it was
a good
fun.
time.
you don't understand, it was fun like unicar fun. Like just fucking we're at work and we're getting paid to stand around and shoot the shit. It was so good.
Yeah.
What would you rather be, a camel or a giraffe?
Camel, any day of the week.
Giraffe.
Fuck that.
You would definitely want to be a giraffe. What about you,
Who's you?
Chris?
Probably-
He hasn't answered it.
It probably would be a giraffe. They're just like violent, tall, long-necked assholes.
Yeah, nothing really fucks with them, huh?
That's
I don't
because
know, I've seen videos of lions dangling from like 5 of them as they're just like slowly going down.
yeah.
Jesus. I saw a
like-
video of a camel kicking a lion's head off, or not a camel, a giraffe kicking a lion's head off.
Yeah.
That was pretty intense.
Have you seen like camels? Not camels. Have you seen giraffes fight with one another? They just like
Yeah,
whip
Yes.
their heads at one another. Dude, yeah, it's violent as shit.
that's what me and Chad did the first time we met.
They're horny. Oh.
Pinky.
Oh.
No, the male camel drinks the female. No, the male giraffe drinks the female giraffe's urine to tell if it's ready for babies.
Everyone does that.
Wow.
You wouldn't drink your girlfriend's pee if she fucking made you
No,
at like knife point.
no, I'd take the knife.
Andrew, would you?
I mean, she
If
went,
Zito walked in the room
yeah,
with a
why
knife
not?
and was like, "Drink my piss," would you?
I will take
Well, he
it
doesn't need to be
myself.
threatened.
We will continually reprocess each other's waste
Yeah, it's a
in an endless
self-sustaining
cycle of
system.
love.
Until it's
yeah.
just sludge at a certain point.
Like human centipede, but just piss.
Oh my god.
What about you, Chatty? You drink Chatty. Chatty, you drink Chatty's piss, right?
No, pee. The smell of pee makes me nauseous. Actually, I don't know
Depends
how
how
people do that
hydrated you
shit.
are.
What?
Depends how hydrated you are. If you're not drinking a lot, it's when it gets all yellow and you see all your.
I've seen Chad's piss. It's brown and furry.
No, that was his penis.
We were just hanging out, peeing together like we do.
It's like my penis. It's green and furry. What do you want? Named it Oscar the Grouch.
Gangrenous.
Dude, I
That'd be
think I've
horrible.
told this story on the podcast before, but now that you're here, Andrew, it's even funnier. Do you remember that time me, you, and Josh were pissing off the wall? And then me and Josh shoved you into our pee streams and you like felt. Do you
I mean,
remember that?
I've been shoved into my pee stream more times than I care to remember, but I think because that's we used to just come up behind each other, just kick you, so
Kick
we
you
take
while you're
everybody, just
pissing.
kick them into their piss.
Oh, you guys are probably such great kids.
Yeah, Boy Scouts, I mean,
Thank God. And I think I've said this before. If it weren't for Boy Scouts, I probably would have joined like a real gang and done like real crimes.
You lived in North Kingstown.
That's what I'm saying. Boy Scouts gave me an outlet for all my like criminal tendencies, but it also didn't let me be a criminal. Like the worst I did was like spray paint a dick on a stop sign. Like I didn't really do anything bad, but I feel like if Boy Scouts wasn't there to like make me climb mountains, I'd be like burning houses down and shit.
I don't know. I just rode my skateboard a lot as a kid. Tried BMXing.
I mean,
Then I
you do have
ended
an
up
anarchy
cutting my
tattoo
shins up
after
with the
all.
pegs.
Listening
What?
to Goldfinger.
I mean,
Hey,
you got an
that
anarchy
brings-
tattoo. You knew he was a skater boy.
Yeah, bro, that
So
anarchy
angsty and
tattoo is so
edgy.
cool.
Shut up. Mentioning Goldfinger, what is your favorite band that makes you the most happy?
Favorite band?
Yeah, that makes you the most happy.
Melvins.
Why?
Because anytime I hear the Melvins, it reminds me of being like fucking 15 and being like, wait, this is music? And just being psyched on life.
What about you, Andrew?
I would say Rancid. I got late onto the Rancid train, but all you guys listened to Rancid like over the years. I was like, fuck these guys, they suck. But now that I listen to them, like, aw, I'm old. I miss those times.
Not Third Eye Blind?
I come and go with that.
What about Bush? You fucking love Glycerine.
No, what? Fuck you.
Every time I listen to Breaking Benjamin, I think of you, Andrew.
Aw,
That's
thanks,
Diarrhea
man.
Jane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that was a very annoying period of your life.
Whatever, yeah.
Was Disturbed, all the alt. That's what
Well,
Derek.
Swerve was always awful, man.
Fucking, I know people that went to a Disturbed concert. And it's just like, that sucks,
I almost
man.
did. It's Disturbed and System of a Down. I'm pissed I didn't go, actually.
System of a Down was pretty good live. I saw them.
I think System of a Down is the only band from our childhood that is still good. You know, like when you go back to it, you're not cringing the whole
Yeah, they're
time.
definitely a very defining band of like the mid 2000s.
Well,
fucking
it's
love
funny
that.
you mentioned Goldfinger, because Goldfinger is actually my
Go-to
Goldfinger
was the
childhood
that
best
band.
makes me
concert I've ever
happy.
been to.
The happiest. And they just came out with a new album, and it's pretty good. He's so old, though. You could tell by the lyrics he's writing in. It's just like, dude, you're too old now for this.
He's singing about his lawn and shit.
Well, he's doing the thing. He started singing about California, and I'm like,
Oh no!
Oh, jeez. Red Hot Chili Peppers did that a million times. Come on.
So we were
never-
talking about how a band started singing about California, and then they ran out of things to sing about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Goldfinger came out with the album, and he started singing about California. I'm like,
fucking
damn.
even Zeppelin started singing about California. It's like they ran out of ideas.
What about you, Chris Burge?
Fucking Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Hey, that's a good choice.
We actually, Nicole and I got to see, I think one of his last shows in Boston before he died. Like
That's
he
bad.
died like 2 weeks later.
Was it like
What's the-
obvious that he was gonna go?
Oh no, like he was singing, having a good time, like bouncing around, but like before he even stepped out on stage, it was just like this giant like waft of smoke, and we're like, All right, he was smoking pot backstage. Got it right.
Yeah.
Was that at Fenway?
No, TD Garden up in Boston.
I can't remember.
I think like weren't we supposed to go to that, Andrew, with Ben and all
Yeah,
them?
I think we were. Ben was trying to get us to go.
And then we all just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
That was great. That was a
That
good
was
show.
an accident, right? How he died. He didn't mean to do that.
No, he overdosed.
It was just like a mix of his meds, wasn't it?
That sucks.
All right, well, now I'm gonna have to look this up.
There's this one
I'm
band
curious.
that I could have seen their last show, but I decided not to because I was like, I'll just see it next week. And then the lead singer died, and I was bummed out.
Jesus Christ.
I missed the living room, man. I haven't been
I
to like
know.
a great show since the living room. Last show I saw there was Big D and the Kids Table. That was ridiculous.
So he overdosed, an accidental drug overdose of fentanyl, oxycodone, and Xanax.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
So like, dude, he didn't.
Accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went
It
hard.
was the fentanyl, man.
That almost sounds like murder because it's like, why
Oh,
would
yeah,
you take
almost.
all of that at once? Like,
One to calm you down, one to hype you up, and then the other one just to meet the middle.
but like mixing Xanax with anything is asking for trouble.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
bad idea.
Fuck.
Took a Xanax once and it didn't do anything for me.
Allegedly.
I took it.
I-
I loved it. I was like, whoa, I better.
That's the one I won't take.
Would love it.
It just seems to be like it leads people down that road. Xanax.
Because I got really into Klonopin for a while. So like anything that fucks with your brain that way, like Xanax, Klonopin, and all that shit, like I don't want to do that anymore. I have too many too many days I don't remember in a row.
I'll
when
never
people-
touch a Klonopin again. I took one before and I got like crazy, like happy and everything. Then I'm like, it's wearing off. So I took another one
Oh,
and
that's
it's
smart.
sitting at a bench at Honeydew Donuts and just fell, like laid down on it and I couldn't get up. And like police officers were walking in.
So
My friends had to be like, oh, he's just not feeling good. That's
Dude, what's the drug they give you to get you off heroin?
Suboxone.
Suboxone. I did those once, and we were driving past Wickford Middle, and I was like, "You gotta pull the car over. I'm gonna vomit right fucking now." So he pulls the van over, and I like lean like waist out of the car and just fucking projectile vomit on the ground. As a fucking police cruiser is going by, like real slow.
He's like,
And the
what's
buddy was
going
like,
on
"Hi,"
here?
you know, like fuck. Then we went and hid in Wickford. Like,
so you got lucky
Good
with a nice cop and NK.
Fucking good old Wickford Village.
dude, that
I love
place.
Wickford, dude.
No.
My friends had a really cool apartment, so I used to hang out there all the time.
Me and Andrew used to go to the docks and lay down next to each other and hold hands there.
Yeah, your guys' spot was the docks. I never understood that. It was so
We
open.
literally, one of us would go buy a pack of cigarettes, and like the 10 of us would just rip.
Chain smoke cigarettes at the dock.
That was all we
But
did.
I always thought, like, where do you hide? Like, you're
You
just
didn't
out in
need
the
to hide.
open in
No,
a
it's just the
fucking
cop
parking
comes through and
lot.
everyone goes.
Yeah, it does the
and, like,
sketchy
watches
thing.
it go by. I'll never forget.
We
when
weren't doing
Derek
anything illegal.
crawled
We were
into
either-
that.
Huh?
Do you remember when Derek climbed onto the roof of Rite Aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when he jumped in the water too and got wicked sick?
Oh my god, yes.
And it was cold out too.
Yeah.
Derek, when I had turned 16, Derek Nademacher bought me 30 racks of Natty Ice for $60. He fucking fleeced me so goddamn hard, but I didn't know any better. And then he told me, he was like, "Don't tell your brother I'm doing this for you." And I was like, "All right, man, your secret's safe with me," not realizing that you would have just been like, $60 is way too much money, retard.
Yeah, $1 a beer for Natty Ice. Come on. You could buy this for like 20 cents.
I know. And then since it was my birthday, we did that thing where you drink a can and you have to drink one can taller than you.
Oh my god.
So like
that
fucking
was
John
so
Rossi's like 6'1". And when we woke up, he was like on the staircase, like face down, as if he like took a step and just fell and passed out. Oh my god, good times.
So what is your guys' guilty pleasure music?
Probably that
Something-
Japanese song. I don't know why I fucking love it.
What's it called again?
I think I know what
Shit.
you're talking about.
Something Love, right?
Plastic Love.
Plastic
Oh my
Love.
god.
That, and I've been listening to Dixie, that old southern, like, you know.
Oh, you're whistling
Dixie.
Disky?
That song's, I've been watching this video of like, it's like 7 old men and each one has like they're all dressed in period accurate clothes with like a fiddle and a banjo.
Hey,
And
you're fucking annoying about it.
I fucking love it. It's so cool.
What about you, Chris? What's your guilty pleasure music? Do you even have?
70s porn soundtracks. No.
I used to have a CD.
I mean, look, if you can find one, they're hard.
Dude, it was so much fun to listen to. Anyway, sorry.
The sea shanties from Assassin's Creed Black
Yeah.
Flag. Dude, yeah,
I've listened to those before.
I just have I have a mix on my phone. I just play it whenever I'm in the car with friends, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like a lot, but you know, you enjoy this, so
It's fun. It's
Sing-alongs.
it's like a
Yeah.
community.
they're great.
They're all singing and harmonizing
You don't have to
together.
play
And
an
it's
instrument.
fucking
You can just like slap your knee or slap
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
What about you, Andrew? Third Eye Blind?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I mean, it's not like I don't hide it that I.
No,
like them all.
you wear their shirts, so it's
Yeah,
not really
But it's turned into a guilty pleasure because I've kind of realized how many
cringy
times
it
I
is.
saw them. But I don't know. Probably have to be. I don't know. I got into this artist Washed Out lately, and they're like a kind of I don't know synth pop band. Guy.
Synthwave.
One of
Yeah.
them.
But I listened the shit out of them the past year.
I also I listen to weird video. I listen to a lot of RTS soundtracks. Like I listened to the Warcraft 2 soundtrack. I was listening to Hell March today. Do you remember that song, Andrew? The one that starts with the boots.
Yeah.
And then oh man, that
Then the
song's
guy
good.
yelling
Yeah, but
something
those are
from,
at
like
least-
a speech.
Those are decent at least.
That song gets me so hype. I don't know why. As soon as the boots start like
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
fuck
had-
yes.
I had Matt, our cousin, convince me that I don't know if this is true too. If you took the game CD and you put it into a Discman, you could
Yeah,
actually
you can play
listen
the
to
music on it.
soundtracks. Well, what the fuck? I remember specifically
Discman.
trying to listen to that song, and I was like trying to play it.
No, it's the PlayStation 1 games. If you put them in your CD player, it plays.
Oh,
Also, wasn't it PlayStation 1 that if you put a PS1 disc inside a computer, you could just open it up and go through the files
Yeah,
and just
Yeah.
figure everything out that way?
it's because it was still written in x64 rather than the PlayStation 1 source code.
Yeah.
So you can even still do it to this day. Like you can take a PlayStation 1 game and like rip all the files off it and then just fuck them.
I remember Matthew used to pirate shit for us when we didn't know how.
I'm a Snapster. You know what? I like when I'm delivering, since I have so much time, I just usually put like video game and movie soundtracks on.
Yeah.
Then I get all hyped as I'm delivering packages because I'm like blasting it with my little speaker I got, so the whole neighborhood can hear it.
So wait, you can't just like hook that up
Listening.
to the Bluetooth in the van?
No, the van I drive doesn't have a radio in it.
Just listening to
It's the
Green
big
Hill
box.
Zone, speeding around.
Listening like the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
Oh,
Pop it
God.
out of the van, it gets epic. But guilty pleasure for me would probably be Paramore. I don't know why.
Fucking gay.
Yeah, I know. And I like some gothic techno from back in the day. Just I've been trying to think of the name of the artist and I can't think of it. It's driving me crazy.
I used to listen to Ghost Igital.
Oh.
He was like a gothic techno. I saw him at the Paradise Rock Club in Boston, and he had like an oxygen bar on stage with him, and he was like taking different hits of oxygen while making techno. It was fucking weird, but I remember we like bought his CD and listened to it for a week.
We used to get wasted and listen to techno all the time.
Dude, the Mortal Kombat techno song.
That whole album, dude. I used to have that CD.
That was defining.
We ran a stop sign in Arkansas because we were blasting the techno. Like we rolled the windows down in the truck and we just had the Mortal Kombat thing and we were all pumping our fists and screaming. And then we got pulled over. The cop was like, "So what's going on?" And we were like, we don't really have an explanation for
That's when you
this.
yelled, "Finish him!" and then he shot. you.
Basically, we could have taken him. It was an old guy. And there was 4 of us.
Would you guys consider the Aquabats a guilty pleasure?
Nah, because they have a TV show.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh,
They're great.
Once Upon a December from the Anastasia movie. I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
Makes me
Song
tear up a
before
little.
Anastasia, but
I
I
think
like the cut of your jib.
I think that's my favorite non-Disney animated kids movie is Anastasia.
That song is good. It is good.
We like Shrek.
Shrek sucks. I didn't like Shrek even when it came out.
Yeah, it was annoying to me. Donkey.
Donkey.
I don't know. I think it's held its own. I mean, between its freaking viral memes and all that shit. I mean,
What is
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I was in my swamp taking a fat ogre shit. You know,
Did you guys hear about what studio is it making the Mario Brothers cartoon movie? The one who does Minions,
the
Illumination.
dreamers.
Illumination.
Illumination. They're making a Mario Brothers movie.
I hope they make it with the dialogue from the Minions movie.
Oh
Like,
my
just
god.
have Mario and Luigi speaking gibberish the whole time.
No, they're
They
gonna have
don't-
Mario and Luigi meet a fucking minion, and everybody's gonna fucking hate it.
And they're
I'm
and
just more worried that they're gonna put like stupid fart jokes in it and be like, this isn't your movie.
no, it's gonna be like, hey Mario, want a mushroom? And then everyone's gonna go, oh, like the drugs, right?
Wah, wah, wahoo!
Or what if they made it super brutal and dark? Where like
That'd be
they're,
great.
Punches through a turtle's face.
Yeah, they're like running up and like stabbing a Koopa to death, and everyone.
That'd be like
Shit.
the SpongeBob anime that you can see on YouTube. The first episode is out. That's fucking amazing.
What is it?
A lot of work in that.
Oh yeah, they put a fuck ton of work into it. It's called Sponge. All you have to do is YouTube SpongeBob anime, but like it is one of the most brutal but well done adaptations I've ever seen of any kind of show. It's fucking great.
It's good. I've seen it.
What happened to like the other episodes? Because I know episode 2 went up. Did it get like taken
Oh, I have
down?
no idea.
All right.
I
Do you
think I
guys
only saw it.
remember when Pokemon had its like 10 or 20-year anniversary? They made that really good anime about Red's journey.
Some of the
Oh
Pokemon-
yeah. It's on Netflix still.
Yeah.
Dude, it's wonderful. It's so good.
Wow, it's so fucking anime.
Dude, like go and watch it. It really is like the most anime thing you'll ever
Yeah, dude,
watch
they
in
got,
your
like,
life.
the JoJo faces.
Yup. But like holy shit, if they didn't go hard on this, it's so good.
It's a good idea.
Oh, hold on. Just watch this like next 20 or 30 seconds. This is great.
Wow, that's so dumb.
Dude, legit, it's so awesome.
Oh, Chad, this is so up your alley. This is
Yeah,
everything you love.
Honestly, I thought it was better than DBZ. Just that one episode.
Yeah,
Such a good
don't
idea.
watch that. Don't watch that with your child, please.
You guys need to watch the Castlevania show on Netflix.
Yeah.
I finished it. It's so
No.
fucking good, dude. It's like an anime. It's amazing.
I wanted to steal an idea from that so fucking bad. Remember when they're fighting the Cyclops? And when the Cyclops dies, everyone becomes unfrozen except for the people who were statues that got smashed. So they unfreeze and then just explode and die. I thought that was like super cool. I wanted to do that in our campaign.
Oh my god, no, let's not.
But you
Let's
never
not
got
say we
around to
did.
fighting the Cyclops.
It's so sad. This finished the third season because the first season had like 4 episodes.
Yeah,
Then the
that's
second
all
one
I've
had, like,
seen.
Dude, it's a
6
pilot
or
season.
something, And then the third season had 10. That's amazing. I was
I
really
just-
sad when it ended.
I officially now have watched every episode of Game of Thrones. I did it.
Ugh. How'd
I
you
know,
like the
man.
next season?
I gotta say, those last 2 seasons were better than the first 2, 100%.
Be careful. We can't talk about this. We had a problem with it last time, so
It was-
easy.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. That episode got taken down for a little while.
Eh,
Damn.
the first couple episodes of that last season were pretty good, but then it just goes downhill. That
It's just-
battle was cool.
It was just weird how everyone's character like just 180 and they all started doing things that they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You're just like, this isn't
They
bad.
fucked over
fucking-
Tyrion, dude.
It was just like no character development, just event, end. You know, and it was
That's because
it was
the
lame.
showrunners were like, we're bored.
Yeah, they had that sweet Star Wars money.
And they're not even making the shows anymore.
I know.
They fucked Game of Thrones over for Star Wars, and guess what?
Lost their fucking career.
Fucking pissed.
Although I was watching on HBO Max and they were advertising not only the Snyder Cut, but a prequel series of Game of Thrones about the Targaryens that's not coming out until 2022.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So it's not coming out. Like,
Ever.
I don't know why they have to keep going with Game of Thrones. They screwed the pooch with that one. They should just let it die.
Because they can
It's
still
just
make money.
those first 4 or 5 seasons were so fucking good. It was so cool. It was so interesting. I think the turning point is when the Hound is left for dead by Arya. I think that's legit when the show turns to shit. Like,
Well, that's
right
I think after
that.
that is when like they really stopped just focusing on the books and want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
The
Snyder
Hound was
Cut in
awesome,
March,
man.
though.
Huh?
Are we gonna watch the Snyder Cut together?
Yeah, we have to do a Snyder Cut watch. It's 4
It's-
hours.
It's 4
Oh.
hours, man.
We're just gonna have the
Jesus
camera on
Christ.
us watching the thing for 4 hours. I
That's
don't
gonna
care about
suck.
Patty because you guys are coming over.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll bring a full 12-pack of beer and just
And the worst part
Crush it.
is, we're gonna wait for the scenes we haven't seen, and they're only gonna be like 2 seconds long, but one like every 20 minutes. So we're gonna be watching 20 minutes of that shitty
Of what
movie.
he's saying, most of this, like, probably like 75% of this movie is new footage.
Ugh. It's 4 hours, man.
Did you see the new picture of the Dark Side?
I don't care.
Looks awesome.
Oh,
Come on,
look,
let me
as
find
long as it looks like the comic, it's perfectly fine.
I read something, and they're gonna give Darkseid a backstory. That's not what his backstory is.
It's fucking
And
stupid.
it's just like, come on, man.
Isn't Darkseid, not Darkseid, Doomsday, isn't he just like
He's
A
a primitive
Kryptonian?
Kryptonian. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Kryptonian, taken to the planet, killed,
Basically, this race of
reborn,
aliens.
and then like
Yeah, this slave race of aliens took Doomsday from primitive Krypton and just kept killing him over and over and over to like use him as a weapon to overthrow their masters.
Yep.
And then once it worked, they were like, what the fuck do we do with this thing now? It can't be killed. So they buried it in the Earth's core or something stupid like that. And then it woke up. Oh no, he was like in an asteroid that crashed into Earth, right?
The main guy had like gotten too old and he tried to kill him, and then I was like, oh shit, he adapts to everything that we do. So they
Yeah.
like bound him up and like just threw him out into space. He landed on like old Earth, and then he just stayed buried underground until Superman was there. And
Do you know who the first person he fights is?
oh fuck, I don't remember who it is.
Booster Gold.
Oh
Everybody's
yeah, that's
favorite.
how Booster Gold got fucking obliterated.
Yep, and he was wearing a cape, and Booster Gold was like, "That was the last time I wore a cape," because
Yeah.
Doomsday just grabbed him by the cape and just punched him in the face until he was unconscious.
The Superman dies story arc is the animated one, the newest one, is really good compared to the old versions, even the comic book.
I watched just the fight where it was the Justice League versus Doomsday.
Yep.
Where
pretty
Batman
brutal.
instantly realizes he's completely useless. It's
Yeah.
like, what do I do? And he just like hides on a roof.
Dude, Batman and Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman's like, all right, just don't die.
Ugh.
I'll say it again. Batman and Wonder Woman make a better couple than Batman and Superman.
I don't know, man.
Than
Imagine if they
Wonder
had a
Woman and
kid.
Superman. That'd be
Like,
great.
Superman's technically Kryptonian, so he could have a womb for all we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So maybe Batman could lay his bat eggs inside him. And we'll have,
That's a horrifying thought, isn't it? Batman just lays eggs inside of Superman's brain.
if DC was like, we're losing money, we have to shake things up, and they like went hard, 100%. We're like, nope, this is the official story now. I would fucking love it. I would. buy every book.
Superman is a hermaphrodite who has a penis
Pregnant
and a
with Bruce
vagina.
Wayne's babies.
Yep.
Makes
Fuck
me think
you,
of a meme
audience.
I saw where it's like Superman, like Batman's got like his goggles up, and like Superman's standing behind him, and he's blushing, and his X-ray vision is looking at Batman's.
Yeah.
The new Justice League comic kind of sucks. They have like the what's it called? DC Future State Justice
reboot.
League.
We talked
So I
about this
guess, like,
last time,
The
right?
new Justice League members can't be friends. They can't know each other's secret identities, and they can't do anything. And the
That's-
first comic is like the new Wonder Woman and new Superman like sharing a hot dog or something. Then it has like the new Flash and the new some other character, I forget what it was, like watching a movie together, and it's like, all right. But then all of a sudden, like the a new Legion of Doom comes, and they're disguised as Superman and everything. And they take out the new Justice League, so
That's so
it
lame.
ends with like the Legion of Doom being the Justice League, and the last word is like, "Let's go save the day." It's like,
Dude,
they-
that's literally just Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
That's just the Dark Avengers plotline with Norman Osborn.
stupid.
It's so dumb.
I don't
Although
know.
that Iron Patriot costume is awesome. The red, white,
I
and blue
didn't-
Iron
I
Man
didn't have
suit.
that big of a problem with Dark Avengers. Just DC doing it is kind of
I know.
stupid. And all like the characters look super generic and everything. It's just
That's what I was saying last episode. Like, DC has such a cool stable of characters, like just weird, obscure characters, but for some reason they just keep making Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman.
Oh, who is it? Normal Man,
Yeah,
the guy who's
Normal
just
Man.
normal.
Arm fall off boy.
Yeah.
Come on, I would fucking read a book about that. Like they've completely given up on the what are they called? Wow, the Justice League in the future,
Oh God.
the Legion of Superheroes, right? That's what they wear, the rings that make them fly with like Saturn.
I think so.
Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should make a movie about that because no one would know what the fuck it's about. They could do whatever they want because no one
Yeah.
knows, and they could just make it super interesting.
I
And
still
now we're
think
getting
they
a
should do a
4-hour
fresh
Justice League
reboot.
movie.
Hey, fuck you. This movie's gonna be amazing.
I hope it's not just so I can shit on your dreams.
Me too.
I liked Rated R BVS, and I liked Man of Steel.
Man
you
of
like
Steel
Wonder-
wasn't a bad movie.
Did you like
Shazam
Wonder
was
Woman?
great.
Did you like
Huh?
Wonder Woman 89?
Wonder
I
Woman
haven't
80,
seen 89.
that dude.
I fell asleep.
Is
It was-
it, is it as bad as everyone's saying, or is
Yes.
it just like
Let me give you a
It's-
quick review.
It's really
It
bad.
starts out with an opening scene of her as a kid competing in this contest.
uh-huh.
And that's the opening scene. Then it starts out with another opening scene of Wonder Woman in a mall capturing criminals.
I don't
And
remember
then the
that.
sun, huh?
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah,
He
you
blocked it out of his mind.
I remember her saving Palestinian kids from a missile and just being like, "That's neat."
That was later on. That was one of the only cool scenes when she was like running.
She like lassos a missile and tries to pull it, but doesn't do a good job. So she rolls on the ground using 2 kids as like a
Oh
landing
my
pad.
god, that was
She
awful.
lands on the children first.
And they're
That made me
so,
laugh.
they were so stiff. It was so obviously dummies.
They were just dummies.
And Cheetah is literally in this movie just to have somebody let her fight. And the CGI is god awful in this movie to begin with.
So
It's-
dumb.
The first
Chris-
movie was a decent movie.
Chris Pine was okay.
Chris Pine's good and everything, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. They
I
need
will
to-
be back in 1 minute. I gotta grab something. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Fucking-
about how much we hate Chris now.
I'll keep my headphones on, you some bitch.
Talking about how my cats are just attempting to bang over there for like the past 15 minutes.
Like, maybe
Cats
he
are
won't
good, what?
notice.
Oh, the girls in heat, and
Ooh.
Frankie doesn't have balls, but he's trying.
It's like, just trust me, I can do it.
And
It'll happen.
Are you learning anything?
I'm about to try and send this to my girlfriend because she doesn't believe me that he.
I heard if you take a Q-tip and moisten it with water, you can make your cat not in heat anymore.
What?
You know.
She doesn't believe me. No, it's, I mean, I wish they would stop. She does this like she's been doing this all night. Gotta
Okay,
get her fixed.
truth time. If you had to have sex with an animal, what would it be?
Probably a nudie brank.
What?
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 A nudie brank.
Oh. What about you, Chad?
I branch.
I'm not going to answer this question.
Just
Chad,
pull
what
it up.
animal would
Pull
you
it up.
have sex with in an emergency?
Would you guys fucking?
I just die.
You're on Noah's Ark. Noah's holding a gun to Riley's head, and he's saying you gotta fuck one of these animals. Which one do you pick?
Did you watch that Black Mirror episode where the politician had to fuck the pig?
Yeah,
And-
that was like the first episode.
At the end, he figured out he didn't even have to.
Yeah,
And we can't tell him.
that show.
The show's great.
Some of it's good. Twilight Zone's better. It will always. Nothing will ever beat the Twilight Zone in terms of quality.
I know Jordan Peele does a great job. You're like, I'm gonna stab you through the computer.
Rod Serling or die, motherfucker.
But before he gets back, Well, he can even go into this. Did you hear about Ricky Jarvis trying
Gervais.
to act like a zoo when he dies, if the body can be fed to the lions?
That's awesome. It was probably a joke that people took serious.
Well, I guess he was trying to do it, and they actually answered. And they were like, instead of doing that, just donate money to us.
That's fucking yeah. He definitely just made that as a joke, and they took it seriously. That's funny shit.
Well, what do you guys want your body to happen to your body once you die?
I've told you before.
Have you?
Yeah, I want my head chopped off and shot into space, and then my body posed really cool and dipped in bronze and passed down from generation to generation. But I want my head looking down on the earth, so that way every time you guys look up, you know I'm looking down on you.
Frozen Chris head in space.
Just staring down at his people.
I want to be made into a tree. You guys hear about those?
That is so
Oh
gay.
yeah, me too actually.
That'd be cool.
You don't want to
Wherever-
fuck the planet over, like as one last middle finger, like thanks for all the hurricanes, and then put
My
yourself.
body, my ashes just give the planet cancer.
Jesus.
No, that'd
Yeah,
be
like-
sick though. Instead
like
of doing cemeteries, we should just do the ash urns and make trees.
Yeah, you go inflate a
Andrew's,
little
like,
ball.
Andrew's body like grows like this awesome oak, and then your body grows like this disgusting gnarled like fern or something like that because all the cancer.
Oh my
Yes.
god,
Or Andrew could just be a nice little apple tree.
that'd be a nice little apple tree. Apples are pretty weird looking though. I mean, apple trees.
Andrew's like a rhododendron or something.
What kind of tree would you be? That's some real good podcasting
Oh,
questions.
bonsai, of course.
Bonsai? You'd be the
Yeah.
most unique fucking tree. It's like-
Fucking small little shitty tree that takes hundreds of years to grow, and you got to really take care of it, or it'll die. It's just like me.
Piece of shit. What was I gonna say?
Chad, you would be one of those giant, like the tree that Rafiki lives in. You know what I'm talking about? Like those big, like African trees.
I'm not even mad. Those things are cool.
No,
You
they're
pop
cool
them
as
out
shit.
and they're Inside me.
But you would have a monkey that lives inside you and paints on you all the time.
At least I'm getting used, you know? Not just some damn bonsai tree. Just
Hey man,
It's-
Japanese
it's-
people look at me and go, ooh, all day. It's
I know
fucking
a
rad.
bonsai
it's
tree.
like, oh, you're not disciplined enough for bonsai tree.
It
It's
is so
all
small.
shaggy and stupid. Let me ask you guys a question. Real serious question. What do you think we have to do for the aliens actually want to come visit us as a human species?
Cut the wheat from the chaff, of course.
What?
Pull the wheat from the chaff. We need to get rid of those we deem less than human.
I feel like
Anyone
those are
under 6 feet tall.
that are making the aliens not want to come visit us.
No, if the aliens go, wow, they're really dedicated to making their species perfect, we should hang out with them. Anyone under 6 feet tall, anyone over 200 pounds, anyone with an IQ
Three
lower
of us
than
will
120.
die.
Okay, but if humanity thrives, I'm okay with it.
You're an asshole. You condemn us to death just for that?
If it meant my kids could hang out in space, yeah.
Yeah, but your kids are going to be like
Better
4
feed
foot
'em
two.
some good stuff.
I'm gonna marry an 8 foot tall Swedish girl. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna
You're gonna
average
be
out to be.
They're going to get your genes. They're going to be look at your dad. You guys
Yeah.
are never. Actually, Andrew's taller than your dad, right?
Yeah, Andrew's taller than
Yeah,
everyone in the
thanks.
house.
Yeah, he was the
Giant.
he was the
As far as
outlier.
our family goes.
Andrew's the tallest Rocco.
Yep.
He got the best. He's the oldest, so he got the best genetics. You and Robbie just kind of.
What the fuck happened with me?
You were in the middle, then your mom was like, "All right, I guess I'll try with this one a
I
little
think
bit."
you
And
swallowed a
Robbie-
feather, if I remember right.
Did you say I have feathers?
You swallowed a feather.
Oh no, that was Skinkle. That's how Skinkle
No,
got
that
his
was
laugh.
you.
He swallowed a feather when he was a kid. Dude, you remember when he said he was born cross-eyed, so the doctor smacked him in the back of the
Oh my
head, and
God,
readjusted his eyes?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he believed it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Skinkle was an awesome kid.
Still is.
Yeah, it just he works for the Republican Party, so it's like, come on, man.
But what do
Politics
you think
is-
we actually have to do, in all honesty, before the aliens come visit us?
I
I'm
think it
being
doesn't matter. They're just
100%
gonna make up their
honest.
own damn mind.
What?
We could think we can have some kind of play there, but you know what? What they want is gonna be so beyond us. Who knows?
The
Well, I
hell
feel like
did I
they look
miss?
at us.
Maybe they just want mango chutney. Maybe we need to
Yeah.
make more mango chutney.
I feel like they're just looking at us, being like, they can't get along. They
What,
hate
That's
each
what I'm
other.
aliens?
saying.
What makes you think they're gonna be nice to us?
Why would
So-
they be mean?
Why not?
If they were mean, they would have killed us already.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
So
they're already
they
watching us
obviously
kill
have
ourselves.
They're a little insecure, so they're like, they don't like each other. So if we go down there, they're gonna make fun of us.
It's that weird like girl that sits in the back of class and like she could be attractive if she tried, but she doesn't. Those are the aliens.
They're super insecure, and they're like, we're super smart, and we can go
Totally.
down there and teach them, but they might make fun of us. So
And like the
That's
one
good.
time the teacher calls on her, she like stutters a little bit and the whole class laughs, but then you're like, nah, babe, it's okay. I'll rescue
No.
you.
you're gonna
the
see the
bullies.
alien walk out of the spaceship. He's gonna trip.
You know, oh
And
jeez.
That's gonna be our first like impressions of the aliens.
That would be so fucking awesome. If the first time aliens introduce themselves, the guy falls down the stairs and goes, oh, and gets back in the spaceship. and flies away.
Takes off.
We'll try this in 100 years.
And it's just like, all you hear is, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, as he's flying away.
I'm just hoping it's not like Mars Attacks.
Oh, I hope it is. That'd be so fucking amazing.
Dude, what
Imagine
if it
if they
turns out?
would incinerate you.
What if it turns out we're like the biggest sapient creature in the universe? Like all aliens are like a foot tall, so we're like these giants compared to all them. That'd be
They're
fucking neat.
molecules.
I don't
could,
know.
like,
Pluto
bully the
has
shit out
mountains
of
and
them.
stuff. Do you see that?
What?
All the mountains on Pluto they discovered and all that stuff.
There's
Oh,
mountains on
that guy's
everything. man.
body strapped to it, right?
Yeah, but there's water and stuff on Pluto.
There's water on Mars and the moon.
And Neptune.
Well, we
Where
know
have you
Mars
been?
has an underground bunker. They disclosed that in the, those things. They're just waiting for us to be good little boys and girls so we can play with the aliens.
I saw this movie. It's called
Don't shake
Ghosts
your
of
head at me, Chris.
Mars.
Yeah, I can
Ghost of
shake my
Mars.
head. It's fucking
Go to
ridiculous.
Mars and you just get attacked by ghosts of the aliens. Imagine that.
Oh, what's that shitty movie on Mars with the killer robot? Red Planet?
Yeah,
That movie sucks.
they've been worse.
Cause like, isn't the whole plot like they're going to Mars to like make an algae farm? And then the way they kill the robot is by lighting the algae farm on fire and just ruining all their progress.
Yeah, something like that.
I just remember thinking like you could have just died and there'd be oxygen on Mars, but nope.
Now, do you think they're waiting for us to evolve into like more fit, better creatures?
That's what I was saying about killing all the weak ones.
Look, it's like, what is it? Destroy all humans. They're just coming to Earth to harvest our brain stems, and that's about it.
Well,
Those iridium.
One
I'm
piece.
thinking they don't think we're ready to join the Galactic Federation.
Jesus Christ.
So they're waiting for. Do you think it's possible? No, I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking about this Dragon Ball with the base power levels they had in Dragon Ball, like
Oh
Master
my
Roshi
God.
and Kid Goku and Tien and all that. Do you think it's possible for humans to achieve that kind of power?
No.
We would have already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, that's like being like, oh well, from Naruto, it means I can breathe fire. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
no,
I'm
Dad,
talking
fucking,
about
my
using-
human
Hey.
gate.
I'm not talking about using your kinetic energy and stuff to make.
it's
Kai
not
blast.
kinetic energy. It's the same idea. It's fucking chi, chakra,
Chakra,
whatever you want to
chi.
call.
The
It's all
force.
yeah, it's spiritual energy that we
Yeah.
don't have, and we just want to pretend like it's cool and something we could
Isn't
attain.
building a
Well, it's like
nuke
Bruce
cool
Lee
enough?
can control his kinetic energy.
Whoa, a thermonuclear device is
We
cooler
built
because
the
it's
nuke.
it's
Okay, we
fusion,
don't
not
need to have
fission.
power levels. Damn it! If a lion ever tried to fuck with it, let's say lions like got together one day and they're like, "Let's take down human." All we'd have to do is drop one nuke, and the lion army would be gone.
Dolphins. I've seen that before.
Yeah, just the dolphin army just
We
coming
could
to
take them
attack
out
us.
for like a
Dolphins.
week.
Really?
You don't need power levels. I have an AK-47. You know.
Dolphins got like dealt a shitty hand. They're super smart, but they're just stuck in the water. They don't have fingers or anything.
They're
They're
full.
just
Once
playing
we
around.
blow
And
ourselves
now
up,
they're like, we
something
have to
else
be
will come out.
entertainment in the fucking
Exactly,
SeaWorld.
Andrew.
And they're scheming their escape the whole time, but they can't because they don't have
It's gonna be
fingers.
it's not even gonna be like any mammal. It's gonna be insects next. Don't you know?
Oh yeah.
That's the real battle. I've seen Starship Troopers. I know what you're saying. We gotta get those fucking bugs.
Mhm. Everything that started off super tiny is what prevailed. I
Yeah,
mean, how
'cause
many
the-
extinction events have we had on this planet?
8.
Several.
Is
I think
it
there've been
8
like I think there've been 8 in like so that we can actually
that
tell.
we know about? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
there are probably more.
99%. At one point, the planet was like on fire because there was too much oxygen.
Yeah, and then after the fire subsided, all of the bugs grew to like 18 times the size they are now.
Because there's much
Mhm.
more oxygen in the atmosphere.
That'd be fucking horrifying.
Fucking
Meeting like a
dragonflies this
tarantula,
big.
dude. Yeah,
Do you
You
think
guys-
the 4 of us realistically could fight a 10-foot tall spider?
absolutely. What kind of spider?
Just a big hairy one.
Probably not.
Like it's not gonna like shoot webs at us. It's just it wants to beat the shit out of us and eat us.
Yeah, but there's 4 of us, and he has all them legs.
But you can have like one primitive weapon, so like a sharpened stick or a heavy rock. Do you think we could do it?
Probably not.
Do you think there was people that had to fight giant spiders?
Probably.
Giant birds. You know how I feel about that.
Oh, the mosasaur? Fuck that
I
shit.
found that the bone matter from like droppings. I guess the way that the bone had degraded was like synonymous with like the acids in a bird's stomach. So it was like a child's finger,
Oh,
Jesus
like,
Christ,
and a terror bird or something like that.
dude, that's fucking
fucked up.
horrifying to think about.
So terrible.
Imagine if, like, back in the day, there were these things called giants,
Oh
and
my god.
eventually little humans ended up coming around. They had to fight the giants.
yeah, we
You
built
believe
this
giants are
ball
real,
around
Andrew?
this city.
Yeah. Easter Island was made as effigies to the giants.
Well, did you ever think the pyramids were made by giants?
No.
No, I
No.
think they're made by
Silly
like
goose.
thousands of people who died via blood and sweat and just pulling giant rocks up a lift.
That's where the earliest evidence of beer is around the work camp at
Yep.
the pyramid.
Egypt. Some dude
Egyptians
forgot.
were brewing beer before anyone else.
Yep. They're getting
It's
drunk
actually
on the
pretty cool.
job.
They had like the sleds, and they would just like pour water down in front of the sleds to easily pull.
I saw 10,000 BC and they used mammoths. Okay.
That was sick. Man, the giants just pulling the ropes to get the lifting the boulders up to put on the thing.
Let's say that's true. Why the fuck are the giants helping us? What
Yeah.
do they care?
Slaves, man. More of us than them.
Yeah, but it's a giant.
More of us than them.
Yeah, I
One little
guess.
guy threw a spear at his leg big. One more of them. There's like 20 of us with a spear. He's like, that really hurt, guys. What the fuck?
I mean, if he's a giant, he can more than likely create fire, and at that point, that's like
Oh,
killing a
that's
bunch of
fire.
ants.
If
Yeah,
he's
but
smart enough to know how to build the pyramid, he's probably
Yeah.
smart enough to
Well,
manufacture weapons.
No, he's smart enough to
Yeah.
lift the rock up and put it down.
So why not
That's the
throw
whip.
rock? Throw
Yeah.
rock at tiny man.
Or just
Because that
punch the
spear's
ground.
coming. He's still like a human figure. If he gets speared in the neck, it's gonna hurt really bad and maybe kill him.
Yeah, but that's like if I threw a toothpick at you.
Yeah.
12-foot giant, and you get a spear from like a 10-foot
Oh, they're
spear.
only 12
That,
feet?
look, that's not a giant. That's
Not
just
very
a person with
giant.
elephantitis.
Yeah, that's just a large
20
man.
feet. 20 feet
Yeah,
getting
Andrew.
spears thrown at you. That still kill him. That would
Can
hurt
the
a lot.
human skeletal system even support that kind of height before
No.
it collapses in on itself?
Because bones aren't dense enough to handle it.
Well, theirs are. They were giants.
Chad, if the bone density of a giant was the same as a bone density of a human, even at 12 feet, that's why someone with elephantitis can't grow past about 8 feet
have
tall. Because as
Different
soon as you
bone
do,
structure, because they're giants.
no,
Their
because
bodies adapted to it. It's a normal
Listen,
thing for
Andre
them.
was a
That's
giant.
not.
He was only 8 feet tall.
yeah, but that's about the height you can get to. Because after you hit 8 feet tall, your bones can't handle the amount of mass that your
First of
muscles
all-
carry.
First of all, we're talking about giants here. They
All
have
right,
a
I'm
total-
sorry. How
Yes,
many
we are
how many
giants.
unicorns to leprechauns equal a giant? So I can blow it out my
All
ass
right,
and
I'm
move
not
on.
talking about magical creatures here. I'm talking about giants.
No, you're talking. No, we're done. That's it.
All right,
That's it.
let's say you're walking home and it's dark and you see a leprechaun scurry across the street. Would you tell anyone?
No, because they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy.
Chris, how
I
many
would
magical
definitely
creatures
tell
have you
you.
encountered that you just haven't told anyone about?
You'd be
maybe
surprised.
I'm letting you guys in on my life. It's a little bit more
Bigfoot in the
colorful than
woods.
yours.
Tiny
That's why I
witches
live
that
in
are
fear every
flies.
day.
I honestly, I think about constantly, like, what would I say that I know is true that you guys would go, he's fucking crazy. Like, if I saw a leprechaun run across my room and I was like, guys, I just saw a fucking leprechaun, and I was trying to be 100% serious, you'd be like, he's lost his fucking mind.
Like, wow, he's on something different today.
I think that's a funny ass concept. That and having like small creatures that you have to take care of, like a little guy
Yeah,
that tells.
Is this how
That-
you felt ever since that Israeli former general was like, oh yeah, aliens totally there exist? Everyone's like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like,
how many days are left? There's like 130 days left or something like that, so they have to disclose all that information.
And
Like,
and
they
you know
already did
what?
this
They're
before,
going to
didn't they?
disclose it, and it's not
Yeah.
going to change anything.
no, it's not.
Anytime the
Right.
government talks about aliens, it's because they're doing something else that's super shady.
Yep.
Hard to
But,
hear.
but
someone.
seriously speaking,
Oh,
what
absolutely.
do you think we have to do as a human society to get powers like Goku?
Nothing.
If they existed, we would have already had them.
Okay,
They're the
check this
monkey.
out.
You
Chat,
don't think
this
in the
is
future-
realistically
go on.
how it would have to happen. The Nazis would have to won World War II, and they would have kept doing eugenics till finally they figured out how people can make fire with their mind.
Until
Alright,
enough
hold
of
on.
them inbred with one another,
It
and then
has
What
to
about
be
this?
like through brutal scientific experimentation.
Think about this though,
Whole
how different humans are now compared to back in like the Middle Ages.
We're not though. We're just a little taller.
A
yeah,
little taller, a little stronger, a little leaner.
But that's only because we have more access to food. You look at places like North Korea where they don't have access to food, they're all short and skinny.
yeah, they're all about like 5'1". They've all got stunted growth,
But
and none of
you
them
don't
go over
think
110
humans-
pounds.
You don't think humans are going to evolve
No.
into being stronger in the future?
Dude, we've been trying to figure out alchemy for years. What makes you think we can figure out how to shoot fucking explosions out of our hands?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Plus, there's definitely
We can
been,
do it, man.
if there were like even 10 people who had the ability to do that, they already would have been killed because like they're weird and different. Like fuck,
Witches,
dude,
we gotta burn
yeah,
'em.
dude, the witch trials happen. Like, come on.
Theory just about that and like predator size compared to like resources available. Like if you put a bunch of predators on an island slowly over time, they're just gonna shrink actually instead of
Yeah.
grow bigger.
Yeah,
Because the food
We've
supply
got
short.
obviously got more like factory produced, food and nutrition and stuff. So of course we've gotten a little bit bigger because it's as if we have plenty of prey because they're literally getting strung up on conveyor belts. And
I mean, no offense, but you guys are fat. That wouldn't happen in nature.
Easy.
You know?
Easy now.
Whoa.
It's because of the food supply. So instead of learning how to shoot explosions in martial arts, we just got bigger bellies. And that's fine. You look at like a fucking elephant seal, the fattest one fucks the most. So
So do you
That's just-
think considering life is getting easier now and we're
Yes.
doing more stuff digitally, humans are going to start shrinking down and
I think we're gonna turn into Wall-E people.
Don't they say the alien?
Oh,
What
yeah.
is the gray aliens are like? Superior and like 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
use
Greys.
their brains for everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
do you remember that scene in Men in Black where the guy's face opens up and the
Yep.
little alien just goes, Orion's built, and then
And it
dies?
croaks. Yep.
That's the worst thing about that fucking scene too. It gets the thing in the neck, but the alien's like right there. So
Yeah.
how the fuck did it hit the alien?
Might hit his
It
leg.
Doesn't make
exploded.
sense.
It's like a Star Trek panel. It shot sparks in his face and he dies.
There was no burn marks on his face, man.
How do you know?
Bad
Never
Never
seen
story.
burn
his
marks
face
on the
on-
putties, and the Power Rangers cut them up with their fucking sword.
Yeah, that's what I'm
See?
saying, man. There was sparks and some broken glass, and he screamed.
You
What would
know,
you do if
that's
you
it.
saw a guy get hit by a car, and when you ran over to see if he was okay, his face opened up, and there was a little alien that screamed Orion's belt in your face?
Just get back in your car, hit him again, and
Yeah,
leave.
exactly.
That's
Just get
it.
back in the car. Get
Yeah.
the fuck.
Did you guys see Men in Black International, that shit show of a movie?
No,
Nope,
I
dude,
didn't.
I don't
it
plan
had
on
Tessa
it.
Thompson in it.
I don't
Fuck
think it was
bitch.
that bad.
It was bad, dude. The first movie was so good. It was dark. It had good humor in it. The action was cool. Then they just went full comedy in the sequels, and it
I
fucked
had,
I
it.
think it
like-
was better than the third one, at least.
Men in Black
Yes.
gave me an
Third one was-
existential crisis. That scene at the end of the movie where the aliens are playing marbles with Earth fucking blew my mind as a kid.
You're like, oh,
It changed the way I see the world because I'm like, fuck, that could be real. That could totally be real. Holy shit! I didn't think he had pants.
damn,
on
that
for a
cross shot
second.
though.
Holy shit! I thought my brother just stood up without pants on.
That would have been amazing. I could have cut all of that.
I got so excited.
Well, all right, easy now, easy. Seeing your brother's penis is a little weird, huh?
Listen, we're bros.
We're bros. We've definitely touched penises before.
I think Andrew's the guy whose penis I've seen the most.
I
all
would
have
hope
one.
so.
Whose penis have you seen the most, Chad?
Mine.
Besides yours.
I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody else's. Like,
Andrew's. Andrew whips it out all the fucking time.
honestly, I could say I've never seen your brother's pee-pee.
He just had to come back. He was like, "I'm like, what?"
I said I came to the realization, Andrew, that besides my penis, yours is the one I've seen the most.
And enjoyed. He forgot to mention that.
Yeah. Because we're brothers, dude. We used to take baths together.
I mean, we did.
Yeah, you know, like.
Remember when we used to sleep in bed together and we like back?
Do you remember when we used to jump from bed to bed?
Yeah.
And then Dad would beat the shit out of us.
Yeah.
I was gonna make that joke, but I was like, it's probably gonna happen anyways.
That gets me.
Chris was like jumping from one bed to the other, and Dad just grabbed him by the throat midair and slammed him down.
Oh my god!
Dude, the way my brother.
Was it me and you that collided heads, and I was wearing a hat with a pin in it, and the pin went through the thing and just poked me in the skull, and I started gushing blood just by like tapping heads lightly together.
Ugh.
That's awesome.
The way my old bedroom was set up with my brother, like my bed was on one side, and we'd have dressers going around, and his bed would be there. So we'd jump on my bed, jump on the dressers, run across them, and jump onto his bed.
Parkour.
My parents would have a heart attack every time they would walk in because one of these days we were just gonna fall and bash our heads in. But we never did.
Dude, remember that time we were sitting? It was when me and you still shared a room, or no, when me and Robbie started sharing a room, and you were in the room next door, and we were like, I think we were playing GI Joes or something. Robbie was sitting in the corner, and then we looked away and looked back, and he was gone because he fell between the wall and the bed and just like disappeared, like he got sucked under the bed. And we fucking stupid.
I miss doing dumb things as a kid.
Look at you guys.
Now I jump off like a 4-foot wall, and I'm like, "Fuck my ankles."
Yeah, for real.
God.
You get better shoes for work, you dingus.
Yeah, get better shoes.
Did
These
you?
shoes are great.
Did
Wear
you
Keds.
get
Huh?
actual work shoes?
Keds, nurse
Yeah,
shoes.
get the
Fuck your
anti-slip
backup.
ones.
No, these Vans, they're waterproof. They're
Dude, no! Oh my God! You said the word Vans. I'm already no. Get
How's the
fucking
arch
work shoes.
support?
There is none.
Cat's got duck-like penguin feet.
I
Dude,
would
here's
not
wearing
walk
Vans.
up with it.
Buy yourself some Dockers. They're fucking wonderful shoes. They have great arch support. They don't slip on anything. It's wonderful. Holy shit.
He's not wrong.
I need comfortable shoes because I walk around all day. And these shoes
They are
are
You need. Oh my God!
They're
Comfortable
fucking
doesn't
comfortable.
mean good.
Yeah. Also, Dockers, I wore them when I worked in a kitchen, and they were super fucking comfortable.
Dude,
So
yes. After the first like 2 days of wearing them, they form to your feet and you're perfect until 6
Yep.
months later you have to buy a new pair.
Yeah, you're
But you don't
supposed to change
slip. That was the craziest thing. Like the guy washing dishes sucked and would just spray water all over the place.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch kids eat shit all the time, and I never did.
Yeah. And you're just like, all right, I'm leaving.
God, that place sucked. This old
Good.
guy who used to like crush up boxes, and he smelled like poop, and he had fingernails that were like 3 inches long. He like died in the basement one day, and no one had any idea, and he was there for like a week.
I feel like you've talked about this before.
Yeah, it was just like one of those things where everyone's like, he's dead. Like he's dead.
It's like,
See
what do
him?
we
'Cause,
do?
like, when he died, boxes fell on him and he got buried.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. And he had no family or anything. So everyone's like, what the fuck like the cops were asking the lady who owned the place, like, what do we do? And she was like, I don't fucking know. We just kind of hired this crazy old man to crush up boxes in the basement. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
There he is.
Who? Me?
That douchebag.
Nice invite.
I know I've said this before, but I'm super glad I didn't shave my head. I stand by it.
Just a bad friend. You weren't really my friend back then, so
I'm not really your friend now.
That's fucking hurtful. Well, that's been Just
That
Your Average
concludes another
Podcast, guys.
episode.
Dissolving the show. Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. This is Just Your Average
Oh
Podcast.
God, we are.
I'm Chad. That's Drunk Chris. That's Andrew. That's Chris. Don't forget to like, subscribe, listen to us on Spotify and all that stuff.
What would you guys do if you were walking through the woods and you came upon like the hottest babe ever? Like she was totally super hot and she was into you.
And no one
What would you
believed
guys-
you.
What would you do?
And
Would
she
you
was a
talk to
figment
her?
of your imagination.
Would
Thanks
you
for
talk
watching,
to her?
everybody.
You had some pills.